is little Sunkern, little happy little kern boy. So, this is a shiny that I don't need. I already have quite a few of these. I have like 3 or 4 of these things now, I'm pretty sure. Let's have a little look-see. How many do we have? Sunkern and Evolution and go away ads. We have, yeah, I have 5. 5 little Sunkerns and 1 Sunflora. But yeah, so it's a shiny that I don't need, and I've also actually got a hundo of it as well. So there we go. We've actually got a full collection of Sunkerns. Hey, doing Jahan? Welcome in. So yeah, we've got a raid invite. I think we'll just pass on that. I did one just before, not a raid, but I caught one just before, so on my way down. So yeah, not a shiny that I really need, and unfortunately, it is freezing cold tonight. It is below 10 degrees right now, so I am not really looking forward to getting out of the car. I can tell you that right now. Yeah, not too happy. So anyway, let's do this. Let's go for an adventure in the freezing cold weather, eh? Got my keys. It's the last thing that I want. Last thing I want to do is lock myself out of the car right now, given it's so cold. Hey Archie, and how you doing, dude? Welcome in. Good to see you. So yeah, I am like full layered up tonight. Got jacket, jumper, scarf, 2 pairs of pants. Because she's just a bit cold. So how's everybody doing today, this evening, this morning, depending on what it is for you, wherever you are? I should probably turn some lights on as well, just so I can actually see what I'm doing. Because the last thing that I want to do is fall over and break my leg tonight, because that'd be a long, cold crawl back to the car. So hopefully we can chuck into a few gyms while we're here. That'll do. What else are they good for? Absolutely nothing. You to go eat lunch? No worries, dude. We'll be here for the next hour and a bit, more than likely. Or until I freeze to death, one or the other. One or the other. Suppose I should spin, get my raid pass for tomorrow evening. So yeah, tomorrow evening is Nail Ego raid hour. Yes, I can see my breath. That's how cold it is. You guys can't see anything. So unfortunately, it's just going to get colder as the winter goes on. We're only in what? I suppose a month of winter is almost over. So 2 more months left. Yes. We're almost halfway through winter. Honestly, it's actually been a relatively mild winter so far. I mean, it's only sort of just started to get like cold. The first few weeks of winter actually weren't too bad. Had a lot of very pleasant weather. I mean, it was high teens earlier in the week, and like last week, like 18 degrees, which is usually not something you see during winter, especially here in Melbourne. So it's also double transfer candy tonight for this Spotlight Hour, so make sure you've got all your stuff ready to transfer, guys. I don't really have a lot of stuff to transfer, so unfortunately I can't really take advantage of the double transfer candy. How you doing, doll? Welcome in. Sorry, Evan. Oh, good, dude. Oh, good. Tiny little soul rock. Ooh. The good thing is at least I'm walking, so staying at least semi-warm. What are we going to chuck in the gym here? Let's put something useless. Shiny, there we go. That'll do. Useless as it comes. I know that you used to tell Sandu. I am aware of that. Cook them Sunkerns. I wonder if you'd be able to get popped Sunkern. Wonder if that's a thing in the Pokemon world. It's like their version of popcorn is just popcorn. Yeah, as I showed you guys at the start of the stream, you guys might have missed it since you've just sort of come in. We already have 5 of these shinies, so it's not a shiny that I really need, but that's okay. Hopefully we can get one. Rip the can. So, as a lot of you guys may have heard, there is a one of those mini subs that's gone missing down near the Titanic. So that's some news. I couldn't imagine how that'd be, how terrifying that would be, being lost at sea in a tiny little submarine 2 miles under the surface. So yeah, not good. Not good. Hopefully they end up finding. Yeah, I saw it this morning when I got up. I was just like, damn, like that is something that you don't want to be part of. Like, if it's just broken down and it's sort of like sitting there on the bottom of like that far down, I mean, I can't imagine what it'd be like. You'd sort of hope that it imploded. I mean, it sounds bad, but at least it's a quick and painless thing if it imploded. But yeah, just sitting there like slowly freezing to death 2 miles under the surface of the ocean, you'd be like, yeah, that'd be pretty much akin to being buried alive sort of thing, which is something that I'm not a huge fan of. That's always been one of like my main things that I'm just like, nah. Being buried alive would just be horrible. So yeah, it'd be basically that, but worse. Good old Cthulhu, like the old one, Cthulhu. Hey, you leave Cthulhu out of this. Cthulhu's pretty cool. We should all start. Let's start a Cthulhu a cult, guys. What do you say? Who's in? Cthulhu got them. More gems that I can chuck stuff into. Nice. Okay, what are we going to put into this one? Let's put Snorlax, that'll do. Again, what else is it used for? Nothing else. It's a gym defender. You have a plushie, a Cthulhu plushie. Nah, that old Lovecraftian cosmic horror stuff is pretty cool. There's some pretty cool characters. Just the whole thing is pretty cool. I don't know what else to call it. I mean, yeah, it's just a cool genre of horror. There's a lot of cool Cthulhu type of things out there. If you guys have watched Love, Death and Robots on Netflix, it's like an animated shorts series. It's got like 10 to 12 episodes in each series. They're sort of like 5 to 10 minute shorts of just different animation styles and different stories and stuff like that. In the most recent series 3, there's actually a Cthulhu based one. It's actually pretty good. Definitely recommend it if you haven't watched it. Hey Zachary, how you doing, dude? You're excited for SquirtleCon Day unironically? Why so? Why are you excited for Squirtle? Hopefully, like they've said in the little thing for it, it's a chance to build your Squirtle Squad stuff, so it'd be interesting to see if they actually bring back the sunglass wearing Squirtle. Okay, there you go, they are. I didn't end up reading the thing for it, I just assumed that they were, given that it said on the thing that it gives you a chance to... I never read the news anymore. I just assume stuff. I've played the game for long enough that I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what's going to happen. I don't need any more, honestly. I have enough of the sunglass Squirtles from the first time around. Hey, Yu Chang. How you doing, dude? Welcome in. How have you been, dude? Oh, my hands are cold. The rest of me is too bad because I've like layered my clothing. It's my hands that are freezing cold. The only thing I don't have any sort of clothing on. Maybe I should buy some fingerless gloves for the winter. I say that like every winter. I'm like, oh, I could really use some fingerless gloves, and then I just never end up buying them. The reason why they're doing Squirtle is because it's... Honestly, they were going to do Squirtle anyway, because they've done the other two Kanto starters for the Com Day Classics. So it was sort of coming either way. It's a tiny kern. It's a tiny kernel of truth right now. We should call him Truth, just because, you know, that would be fitting. Why not? Let's do it, even though I'll probably end up transferring it. But for now, I was going to say, I can't. Truth. He's a tiny kernel of truth. How you doing, Aiden? Good to see you, man. How you doing? And Diana, how you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you. Up next is the Johto starters. They'll probably put something in between them because they haven't done all of them like back to back sort of thing. So what do we reckon our next Com Day Classic will be? Because like I said, that won't be another starter straight away. It'll be something else. So what are we putting bets on? What would we think? Bagon? Yeah, probably true. We've already had Bagon in multiple Com Days though, haven't we? Or am I thinking of just the December Com Days? Because I'm positive we've seen it again at some point. Nope, okay. It's just a shame that it doesn't really have a great shiny. That's okay, more Bagon candy will be good. Because the first time we had it was before the XLs. So being able to stock up on some XLs for Bagon would be nice. How many do we actually have? Where is my bacon? There is a bacon. Okay, well I've got 173 XLs for it already. I think that's just because it has been featured during... It was Go Fest or something, wasn't it? It was one of the big events where Bagon was a common spawn. So I think that's what I might be thinking of. When I said that it's been in Com Day again, it's been in like... I know it was in Johto Tour, wasn't it? Because it's Johto Pokemon. That's probably what I'm thinking of. They like to redo the pseudos. Yeah, well, we've already had Dratini. I missed Pikachu. Pikachu is not a pseudo-legendary. Did I get a shiny yet? No, we've only been going for 15 minutes. I do have 5 of these shinies already, so if you don't get one, not too big of an issue. Hey, you got a new dog. Nice. What type of dog did you get? One that barks. Oh, okay, Hoenn. Okay, so it would have been during the Hoenn tour. I'd lose track of what's in what generation after, like, Kanto. It's like, I know what's in Kanto generation, everything else just sort of blurs together. So yeah, it would have been featured during the Hoenn tour. That's why I've got so many candies for it. XLs already. Shiny. Hey, where'd you go? Come back. I need you. Be a shiny for me. Get off the stop, you... There we go. Shiny boy. Damn it. One of these days, it'll be a shiny. And I'll be happy. A sausage dog. Little dash hound. Nice. Sausage dogs are cool. Imagine if it was Slack Off. That would have destroyed my soul, I reckon. It'll be Slack Off, but with a special hat. You'll keep your mouth shut. You never know. You've had a tendency of predicting future com days, haven't you? It's like, do you work for Niantic? Are you sure you're not just like a Niantic spy that's just keeping an eye on like community influences and stuff like that? Because a lot of the time the stuff that you predict ends up being a thing in the game, so... No, God, I hope we don't get another Eevee one. That would be torture. Instead of like a community day or a community weekend, it's a community week of just Eevees. Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome into the stream. I can see yous. No, other way around. You can see me. Or maybe I can see you. You guys don't know. Maybe I can see you. You know that rustling in the bushes that you hear at about 3 a.m? Surprise! You gonna go hunt? No worries, lost. Thanks for dropping in, dude. Take the dog for a walk while you're out there. Your Charmeleon appeared on the stop. Oh yeah, I forgot that we can actually... I think it's... Wait, it's only in New Zealand, isn't it, where we get the contested stops? Because I know that they're not here yet, I'm pretty sure. What bushes? The ones outside your window. I mean, if you don't have bushes outside your window, I'm just standing there. Like, I'm just wearing dark clothing, so, you know, just trying to blend into the shadows. No, I remember when you... Yes, that's why I'm saying. You don't work for Niantic, are you sure? Are you really sure? You're playing this at home, you donned it, it is freezing, so 2 blankets and a heater and 3 cats. Yeah, well, like I said, like, that's why I'm wearing scarf, jacket, I mean, you can't see what I'm doing, a jumper and 2 pairs of pants. It's actually not too bad. Now, like I said, now that I've been walking and I'm warming up a little bit, like, my coldest feature is my hands, and that's mainly because I'm holding the phone, so my hands just stationary walking in the cold, so my hand's just a bit numb. Also, how you doing? Welcome in. You got a new pet Charmeleon that, that's why you, okay. Cool little pet. Make sure he doesn't set you on fire. That would be unfortunate. Like the stream. Yeah, exactly, guys. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button. Smash it like it's the person that you dislike the most in the world. Just smash it. Smash it as hard as you can. You sleep on the top floor. Well, technically so do I, because I mean, my house is like split level. So I live in the upper of the split levels. So technically that's the top floor, yeah? It's 14 floors up. Surprise, I can fly. Haven't you seen some of those like haunted videos where the people see stuff on the windows and they're like 14 stories up or something like that? It's like, you guys didn't know that I'm really a spooky ghost. Surprise. It's why you can't see me right now. It's why I'm always out during the nighttime. Because, like, during the daytime, I'm sleeping. Not because I'm lazy, because I'm a ghost. Chameleon, not Charm. Okay. Me snuggling my god of time as I sleep. Not on the other side of the world, you can't. Ghosts can be around in the daytime too, you know. Shh. I'm a nocturnal ghost. It's more spooky if you come out at nighttime. I mean, if you come out during the daytime, I mean, what's the point of that? You're not going to scare anybody. You're going to be like, ooh, and they're going to be like, what the hell are you doing here? Go home. I'm sorry. I mean, you never see ghost-type Pokemon in the game. Like, very rarely do you see them during the day. Even though, during this event that we've got right now, Drifloon is actually spawning during the day. Yeah, I know it's Charmeleon. I'm just used to saying Charmeleon. Leave me alone. Alright, Pokemon names can be pronounced in a number of different ways. It's the nature of the beast. I mean, how many different ways do people say, like, Nihilego or Nigaleo or, you know, any of the other Pokemon? Right? Arceus is probably the best example. People say Arceus. Like, people say Arceus, people say Arceus. Drifloon. It's huge. A huge bag of air. Yeah, a colour changing. Hey, Lachlan, how you doing? A colour changing lizard, not Charizard. Well, you'd be thinking of Kecleon then, wouldn't you? Because, I mean, technically, Kecleon is a... I almost said a Charmeleon. He's not a Charmeleon, he's a... Oh my god, what are they called again? I've had, like, a complete brain fart. What are they called again? My god! This always happens when I'm streaming. My brain just goes, nope, not thinking of stuff right now. A chameleon. Yeah, okay. Yeah, a chameleon. That's it. Chameleon. I knew it was like, I knew it was something. And I was just like, oh my god, my brain can't think of it right now. A chameleon. It's not a Pokemon. It's also not a tumor. Your daughter has a snake into... You've said that before, I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to reply with the same thing that I said last time. Snake? I can deal with the snake. Like, honestly, I'm not scared of snakes. I'm cautious of them. Like, I know the difference between a poisonous snake. You know, you're not going to F around with a poisonous snake. But pythons and stuff like that, it's like, I don't really care about them. Like, they don't really spook me any. It probably has something to do with... I held a snake when I was like 6 years old or something, like when I went to the zoo as a field trip, an excursion, whatever you want to call them, with school. They were actually passing around a snake and everyone got to hold the snake. And I was only like 6 or 7 years old at the time. And I was like, oh, this thing is so cool. I want a snake. So snakes I don't have an issue with. The tarantulas, on the other hand, kill them with the hottest fire you can find. I don't care if you have to dive into the depths of hell itself and come back with some brimstone, but kill those things with the hottest fire that you can find. They do not deserve to live. You laughed at Arceus. Well, it is a brown eye, so... You give up? Don't give up. Charmeleon. I don't... I will say it however I want to say it. Okay, a Charmeleon. A Carmeleon. A Carmeleon, a Charmeleon. They're the same things. I know, I'm just not reading it. I mean, I'm like, leave me alone. I don't have to explain myself. Yes, a Carmeleon. I'm sorry. I was reading, because it's a Pokemon stream, so I'm just assuming that you're talking about Pokemon. Leave me alone. Get off my case, woman. You got a corn snake too at the weekend. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, I forgot that you're like a reptile / insect loving person. Leave the tarantulas alone. No. Kill them with fire. They're like fairy. I mean, honestly, I'm the type of person that when it comes to spiders, if you can hear them walking, like literally, they're too big, they need to die. Anything smaller, like I can deal with small spiders, but anything that you can literally hear walking across the wall or the floor or something like that, it's like, nope, it needs to die. It's too big, I don't care. Thank God we don't live in the... Is it the Pleistocene area or not Pleistocene, the Pleistocene? Which era was it in history where the bugs were really big? Whichever one, or was it the Carnivorous? No, Carnivorous was plants. I think, no, Pleistocene was ice. Wait, which era was it? I don't know. But whichever era it was, there were spiders that were as big as cats. And I'm just like, nope. Nope, I do not want... You have 7 tarantulas. How dare you? That's offensive, okay? I find that deeply offensive. I'm offended by that. A Grimer Community Day, please. I mean, it does have 2 forms, but they've put it during a lot of other events, so I think most people already have the shiny for Grimer. Jar Jar Billion. You might befriend some snakes later on. That could be misinterpreted. You mean the reptile type of snakes, yeah? But the small ones are the dangerous ones. Black widows, yeah, I know. Hey, tarantulas are poisonous as well. Like, they can cause you some damage. What are you going to say about bird-eating spiders and wandering spiders? They're like some of the biggest spiders in the world, and they are incredibly dangerous, like poisonous. No, it wasn't the Ice Age. I can't remember what epoch of time it was in history, but it was before the dinosaurs, when like super huge. You had dragonflies the size of massive dragonflies. It's like, I'm trying to think of a comparable size. They were just big. Like most insects were big because the oxygen levels were a lot higher and it was a lot hotter. So it just gave them the ability to grow to massive sizes. Another shiny kern. A tiny kern, rather. They're not that bad, just fast. There's a video I saw on Instagram a while back. It's this little girl and her parents have like introduced like tarantulas and stuff to her. She's got like these 2 massive tarantulas walking around on her, and they are literally like half the size of this little girl. And I'm just like, ah! What are you doing? What is wrong with you? It's like the most horrific video you could see. And she's loving it. Like, she's like a 5 or 6 year old girl just laughing her ass off as these 2 tarantulas like wander around on her. Some of our ancestors had to... No, I'm pretty sure they were long gone before then. Our ancestors had to fight like woolly mammoths and saber-toothed tigers and, all of that nonsense. Big marsupials and big mammals and stuff. I mean, marsupials if you're in Australia. And if you look at Australian history, there are actually some fairly big marsupials that were here that only really got wiped out when the Aboriginal people migrated here and they started hunting them. But they existed here for quite a long time. Might be the Permian. I don't know which area. That's one of them. Look it up. Just Google it. Just be like, when did the giant spiders exist? At what time during Earth's history? Tarantulas bite is akin to a bee sting. Nope. Have to be a pretty big bee for that to be akin to. Jimmy has a tiny snake. You can get tiny little snakes. They're cool. Are you going to head off? No worries, Steph. Thanks for tuning in and making fun of my pronunciation and all that sort of stuff. Much appreciated. You should be in for a bit of... Okay, no worries. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, the good old megafauna. They live for ages. What? Spiders or... You have a giant man. I think I've seen... didn't you post pictures of it on the Discord at some point? Imagine trying to go home after a long day hunt just to only get a small cut and then dying of sepsis or something. Tarantulas, yeah. Which is unusual, because I mean, usually the smaller you are, the shorter your lifespan is. Just because the faster your heart beats and all that sort of stuff. Basically, life expectancy is akin to heart rate. So smaller animals like mice and all that sort of stuff live shorter lives just because their hearts are beating so much faster. Their metabolisms are a lot faster, so they just live shorter lives. That's why big animals like elephants and whales and stuff like that can live for, a very long time because their heart rates are a lot slower. Do I play Pokemon Unite? Not really. I played it for a little bit when it came out, but I never really got into it. Not really my type of game. And because it was very much play to win, pay to win rather, play to win. Usually you've got to play a game to win. But yeah, I just wasn't really in for that sort of pay mechanic of it. $15 to 30 years, apparently. That's a long time for a spider, Jesus. I mean, there are some insects out there which live for a long time. I mean, look at cicadas, for instance. Cicadas spend 17 years of their life underground before they actually emerge out of the ground and start flying around making that sound. Because that's what cicadas sound like. To me, that sound is just akin to a lot of anime series. because you hear, because Japan has a lot of cicadas sort of thing, like during the summer period. I mean, we have them here in Australia as well. But during a lot of animes that are set sort of in that summer period, it's like the background soundtrack to a lot of anime. Some birds. A lot of parrots, like cockatoos and stuff like that, can live for quite a long time. The longest living cockatoo was in the London Zoo, and it lived for like 120 years. Let's walk around that puddle, hey? Yeah, usually the longer living birds are like parrots and stuff. You're going to take a picture of you? Okay, but if the Discord server just happens to burn down, you know what? I will burn the whole server just to get rid of that photo. They're too loud and annoying. They can be very loud. They're actually one of the loudest. Wait, are you talking about cockatoos or cicadas? Because they're both very loud. I actually don't mind cicadas. They're alright, as long as they're not like right outside your window, because that's when they get a bit annoying, because I mean they are incredibly loud. But like I said, it's just some animes and stuff, it's like the background soundtrack. And I like cicadas, they're not too bad. But like I said, they live for like 17 years underground before they actually emerge. And then they only live for like another 6 months or something like that once they emerge from out of the ground. So could you imagine that, living the vast majority of your life just underground? Hey, there we go. We got our collection challenge done. So let's collect it and see if we can get ourselves a shiny Fermantis. No, unfortunately not. These things are such a pain in the ass to catch. They annoy the hell out of me. Oh, you're talking about cicadas. Yeah, well, I was talking about cockatoos and cicadas, and it's just like, pick or choose. They're both incredibly loud and incredibly annoying. Hey, Underground. How you doing, dude? Welcome in. Okay, you're thinking of playing Pokemon Go, but you can't go outside your house because you're a teenager, so you play it or not. I mean, if you can get outside even just for a little bit, I mean, on your way to school or something like that, it gives you a reason to go. I mean, even if you're just going to go for a walk around your block, go for a walk down to the park, or when you're out with your parents or any of that sort of stuff, you can still play the game. If you really can't get outside to play, then it's probably not worth it, just because, I mean, a lot of the activities you do need to be outside for, like community days, even just spinning Pokestops to collect items and all that sort of stuff. So if you honestly can't get outside very often, then you're probably better off just playing like a main series game or something. But yeah, you don't have to be able to get out like 24/7 to be able to play it. It's just, it helps. Especially these days now that they've nerfed the remote raids and stuff like that. During COVID, you could play it inside quite easily, but since that sort of died off a bit and they've got rid of a lot of the COVID bonuses, going out is more of a necessity these days. Poke Theory guy, big fan, old subscriber. Well, thank you, dude. I appreciate it. For both being a fan and sticking around for a long period of time. Very much appreciated. Like that I've been able to retain some of you guys for a period of time. I know I don't do as much as I used to do. It's harder these days in the game because I feel a lot of the stuff that they do is very repetitive, so I feel it's hard to cover the same stuff over and over and over again. But like I said, much appreciated. How have you been? Welcome in. So we've got 20 minutes left to try and get this shiny. I'll see how we go. And like I said, guys, tomorrow night is raid hour, so if you guys are keen on doing some raids, it's a new shiny, so I'll be up for a few. So I'll be hosting basically the same time. Started a little bit earlier than I did tonight. Yeah, streams are basically the same time. You have a gym like 5 minutes walking distance from your house and probably 2 Pokestops within 10 minutes walking. Then you go to the park 2 times a week and play for about 5. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you can get out and play, even if it's only a little bit each day, you can still enjoy the game. Like, you're not going to be able to participate in it as much as other people do, obviously, but you can still enjoy the game. And like I said, you can jump into people's streams that host raid hours and stuff like that, and you can do a couple of raids from home if you can get remote raid passes and stuff like that. So the game is possible to play from home, but just don't expect to get the amount of stuff that people that actually go outside get. It's a lot more difficult to do that sort of stuff. Fan from 5 months. It's very difficult to make content and go outside. Big support from India. Well, cheers, dude. I appreciate it. Much love for the support. Yeah, I've got a few people from India, more than a few, like quite a few guys that pop into the stream from India that are like, it's hard to play here, like during comm days and stuff like that, just because it's so hot. A lot of the guys are like, it's 45 degrees today. It's like, and I have to go outside for 3 hours to play, and it's just like, dude, that's torture. I feel sorry for you. 5 to 6 months. That's okay. I had a feeling that's what you meant, but like I said, I appreciate it, dude. You have a Pokestop at work, you can constantly spin all day, so that's fun. Do you have a Go Plus? Because, I mean, if you've got a Go Plus, you can just set that to, be on and just sit there, just hitting the button all day, just spinning stops, collecting items. I got some friends that have got Pokestops basically at their house, so they can just sit at their house and they've modded their Go Plus so it just auto spins. They've basically just soldered the thing on their Go Plus so it auto spins and auto catches and stuff. So they just sit at home, just stockpiling items. So yeah, like I said at the start of the stream, guys, for those that missed it, tonight's Spotlight Hour is double transfer candy. So make sure that you've got a bunch of your Pokemon that you want to transfer ready. So as soon as the hour starts, you could just transfer them and get double candy for it. It's hard to keep track of all the ones that I've clicked and which ones I haven't. Sorry if there's a bit of traffic noise near the freeway. Hey, you got an egg. Alright, let's see what we're going to get. You pre-ordered the new Go Plus. Lost your auto capture. Hey, a Bonsley. I've still got my original Go Plus. I've had it for probably like 5 or 6 years now. It still works. Still does what it does. It's a bit laggy. Like, it doesn't pick stuff up as quickly as I wish it did, but it still works fine. I don't know, I'm a bit up in the air about ordering the new one, because it's like, it'll be good, but I've still got my original one, so it's like, do I really want to buy the new one? I feel like the game may have died off a bit to warrant putting that investment in, because they're like $50 here in Australia. So I was like, do I really want to spend $50 on a Go Plus that I probably won't use very often? You're in one gym, but that's enough coins for today. Please say Jai Shri Ram loudly. means you will get a shiny real quick. Support. Give me a shiny! No, I don't really need this shiny. I have 5 of them already, so if I don't get one, it's not really too much of an issue. You can't find a Go Plus. They want $100. Yeah, because they don't make them anymore. They stopped making them a few years back. So any of the ones that are left over are like collector's items these days. So they'll try and sting people. But once the second one comes out, I mean, hopefully the original ones will go down in price a little bit. I guess we'll see. Hey, Ryuga, how you doing, dude? Welcome in. How was your day? Oh yeah, we get a Snorlax with a nightcap or something though. Yeah, it's for the Pokemon, because that's what the new Go Plus is going to work for Pokemon Sleep as well as Pokemon Go. So I mean, I suppose there's that. But I mean, how often something like Pokemon Sleep would probably be really good for me, because it might actually help me sleep more than I do. Make me go to sleep at a reasonable time instead of like 5 a.m. every morning. You don't have this one, but you'll find it eventually. Or you could find it during Spotlight Hour. No, I mean, honestly, the shiny for this, it's basically the same as the original. I mean, that's an original, that's a shiny. It's one of those sunburnt shinies, so it's just the original one that's a bit darker. Looks like he's been out in the sun for a few hours. I mean, same with Sunflora. So that's the shiny Sunflora. That's the original one. So, I mean, they're technically the same thing. Welcome back, James. How are you doing? Ugh. Do I have a Hundo Heatran? I don't think so. I think I got 98% one. Let's have a look. Heatran. That's an okay shiny one. That's another okay shiny one. Yep, 98%. So that's, we got a 98%er, and a 96%er, and a 93%er. God, I have a lot of Heatran, don't I? No Hundo, but close to. Yeah, a lot of these shinies aren't the greatest in the game. Very boring shiny. It seems to be a lot of the grass type Pokemon, they get more of an autumny feel, like their shinies are sort of like an autumn version of their originals. So they just go that sort of autumny, brownish, darker color. I hope you can catch one later though. I mean, yeah, if you don't have the shiny, you still want it. It doesn't matter how ugly or boring it is. It's just like you still want that shiny. I've just had really good luck with these. I can actually remember catching my first one. I was driving around filming a video. I can't remember what event it was. It was a few years back. But I pulled into the oval near my house and I pulled up to it. I think I was doing a raid at one of the gyms or something, and I pulled up and clicked on the Sunkern and I was like, oh, shiny! So quickly recorded the clip for it. I think that's how I've got most of my shinies for Sunkern, honestly, just randomly during other events. How was my day? Pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, it was cold, so I didn't really do much. Like usual, did a workout. Got ready for the stream. Was supposed to have some electricians come over today and put in some new PowerPoints, but they didn't end up coming, so I got the stream early a bit. Got it ready a bit earlier, sort of thing. Showered, all of that usual stuff. Nothing too spectacular. My day was a day. You'll come keep Megan warm. Oh, aren't she nice? Oh, baby. Alright, last 10 minutes. Can we get the shiny? What are we betting on, guys? Yay or nay for the shiny? What are we feeling? We gonna get it? Wow, what's that Pokemon? Is Heatran? Yes. Oh, you've never seen a Heatran before? Yeah, Heatran is a legendary. It's in the same generation as Rayquaza and Groudon and that, isn't it? Yeah, let's have a look. I'm pretty sure it is. Hold on. No, wait. It's Sinnoh. Yeah, Sinnoh. It's with Dialga and Palkia, rather. Myth, if you've already evolved Sceptile, and if you transfer it, chat just disappears as soon as I'm reading that. It'll give you 23 XL candies. Works for all starters, megas. Try it. You've already tried. I don't think I've got any that I can transfer. I think the only ones that I've got are ones that I want to keep, so I don't have like spare ones. Negan's like, nope. What, is that nope for the being able to transfer, or? You fell asleep at about 2 a.m, woke up 4 a.m, like crap, your cat was still outside. So you grabbed her and seen that I was online. Yeah, unfortunately, because of the time zone difference, because I'm in Australia, and especially during the winter time, because there's no daylight savings and stuff, it's just a terrible time for most of the American audience and even European audience. It's like early morning you are, and it's like middle of the night in America. A bit better during the summertime because the daylight savings, so there's like a 2-hour turnaround sort of thing. So instead of it being 2 a.m, or 4 a.m, it's either midnight or 2 a.m. Yeah, she's 12 pounds and let her go walk her weight loss. This is your bedtime. Yeah, I'm the same. Usually like 4, in between like 4 to 6 a.m. sort of time is usually when I'm thinking about going to bed. It's terrible. I really need to sort of work that into an earlier time, because I wake up every day and I'm like, why didn't I go to bed earlier last night? I saw the funniest thing the other day. It was like a TikTok, and a guy's doing like one of those talk to himself sort of TikToks, like one side of the conversation for like his reply and answer. And he's like, God, I would do anything to get 8 hours of sleep a night. And then he's just like, you could go to bed 8 hours before you get up. He's like, dude, I'm not doing that. And it's just like, that's me in a nutshell. She's like, damn, I wish I could get 8 hours of sleep. But it's like, well, you could just go to bed earlier. And it's like, hell no. Why would I do a thing like that? I got things to watch, games to play. I've already got more than enough mega candy for Sceptile and stuff like that. I don't need to get extras. Once you've evolved one, you don't really need any more. Once you've mega evolved one. Like I said, I don't have any extra ones to transfer. All the ones that I've got I want to keep. Five minutes to go. Can we get the shiny? So you remember, guys, double transfer candy tonight. So make sure you've got your double transfers ready to go. I'd laugh if I got a shiny. The last shiny that I got was actually the other night. It was a Zigzagoon. Shiny Ziggy. I do like shiny Galarian Zigzagoon. Negan's got too much riz. Well, have you seen they're actually going to have a new series of The Walking Dead? It's on Stan, if you live in Australia, which is one of the streaming services. My bag is full. How? What is it filled with? It's crappy berries that I don't need. Almost threw away my Pokeballs. That would have been a bit embarrassing. Let's get rid of like 50 of these. More. Let's get rid of another 9. That'll do. Come on, shinies. We've got 4 minutes. Negan rules. Well, they were talking about him during the ad for it when I saw it. So I'm like, oh, Negan will be happy. She's got another series coming. But like I said, it's on Stan. So if you've got Stan, I already got Netflix and Disney Plus, so I don't think I need more streaming services. So that's the problem with streaming services these days. There's too many of them, so you have to spend too much money just to watch shows that you want to watch. So it's sort of the same thing like back when they had exclusives on Xbox or PlayStation, like the PlayStation Xbox exclusives. It drove a lot of people away from the consoles because they're like, I really don't want to have to pay for a console just to be able to play like a game that I want to play. So people didn't like it on consoles, so they start doing it in the streaming services. So I can see people just getting sick of it after a while. 69 CP, let's catch it. So they all need to sort of come together and have like a joint thing on the streaming services. Like, I understand they've got to have things that want to like make you want their streaming service, but like I said, there's just too many of them these days, and they're all filled with crap. I mean, honestly, like I said, I've got Netflix, but when Stranger Things isn't on, or Black Mirror, or The Witcher, or any of those things, it's like there's nothing to watch. Once you've watched the new series of those things, you're just like, well, I guess I'll just wait 3 years until something good comes on again. Disney Plus is a bit better because it's got a lot of the old series and all that sort of stuff on it, so they've got a bigger catalogue. I actually watched the new Avatar movie the other day, and they got all the Marvel stuff and stuff like that on Disney Plus as well. Jimmy, please give a super loose, shout out. Old fan, I told you. Poke Theory guy, shout out. Shout out, dude. All right, this is the last minute. Come on, we have to click on a shiny here. Sparkle, sparkle. Mr. Sparkle, Mr. Sparkle. Konnichiwa. Unfortunately, it's not looking likely, guys. Ah, damn it, I missed that last spawn. Oh well, no shiny. That's okay. Like I said, we've already got 5 of them, so. Hey, Icy, how you doing? Welcome in. What's poppin'? We're trying to get the shiny. Is it? Yes. It's 7 p.m. for me now, but it's like winter time, so it's just dark at this time of night. Yeah. Usually during the summertime it's still light because of daylight savings and all that sort of stuff, but being close to the South Pole, or Antarctica I should say, just yeah, there's a big difference between night and day during the summer and winter times. So yeah, unfortunately it's dark out here. It's very dark. Game over. I hate you for Mantis. Stay in the ball. There they go. Yeah, like I said, we've already got 5 of those shinies, so it's not a big deal that we didn't get one. Hopefully that means that we'll get a shiny tomorrow night during raid hour, because Nihilego is the new shiny, so we want one of them. And I mean, you never know, we could get ourselves a shiny for a Mantis. Just wandering back. Where am I? I'm in Australia. In southern Australia, not South Australia, just southern Australia. I'm in Victoria. So, yeah, lower Australia. So it's still warm and sunny and stuff like that if you live up in Queensland, just because they're closer to the equator. But here in southern Australia, during this time of year, it's cold and dark, which is just fantastic. Makes streaming very, very good. I mean, I am here. See? Hello. But as soon as there's no light on the screen, I just disappear into the darkness. Well, Jimmy let me throw his balls. Australia. Good old Australia. Or Austria for the American. I still remember when George Bush called called Australia Austria. And it's just like, dude, it's Australia, not Austria. They're 2 different countries. Yeah, raid. So yeah, tomorrow night is raid hour, guys. So if you're interested in getting into some Nihilego raids, tomorrow is the night, same time. Same bat time, same bat channel. What's up, Brenton? Welcome in, dude. Welcome. How are you this evening, good friend? 0 a.m. going to Norway. That's like in the complete opposite. Like that's close to the Arctic Circle. So you're like up near the top part of the world. I'm down near the bottom part of the world. At least it doesn't get as cold here as it does in like Norway and other parts of Scandinavia. Like you guys get snow and all that sort of stuff. I mean, we get snow here in Australia, just not a lot where I am. It snows further up the highway. Like if you go up the highway towards Ballarat, which is like 40 kilometers north of where I live, it's about 30 miles for you people that don't use the proper measurement system. Yeah, it snows up there, but they're a bit higher in altitude. Basically, I live halfway between Melbourne and Ballarat, and yeah, you gain like, I think it's 300 meters in altitude in between here and Ballarat, and yeah, it snows up there because it's higher in altitude. So when it's raining here, it's usually snowing. 14 degrees. It was 9 degrees earlier, 20 minutes before I started. It is 7 degrees here now. So half as cold here as, well, it's 7 degrees colder here in Melbourne. So you should yourself lucky that it's still like at least 14 degrees. Yeah, unfortunately it is winter here. We only really feel the winter in the southern parts of Australia. Like if you live in northern New South Wales, Queensland, sort of up, it's still, you know, mid-20s to 30 degrees every day during winter. So lucky them. The other day it was 35 degrees in Darwin or something like that in the middle of winter, and they're still getting 35 degree days. That's Celsius, just again for you people that use the non-good measuring system. 35 degrees in Fahrenheit, I think, is like 90 to 100 degrees, something like that. It's 10 here now. Well, it's still colder. Damn you, Victoria. Why are you so cold? It could be worse. I could live in Tasmania. It'd be like -5 right now if I lived in Tasmania. Almost first day of summer. Lucky you, man. It's already winter here, like, because the seasons start at different times like around the world. So we're almost a month into winter already. So that's good. I mean, if I keep thinking about it, it's like in like 3 weeks time, we're already halfway through winter. And that means that there's only a month and a half left of winter. And then it's spring again. And it's like, yay. Yay. I hate this cold weather. Get it away from me. Alright guys, well I'm almost back at the car, so I guess I'll throw it out there now. If anybody wants to do a battle or anything, now is the time to do it, because I'm going to wrap up the stream very shortly. Sorry you lied, it's 12 degrees but feels like it's 3.7, Apple Weather says. That's a big difference. I mean, how can it be 12 degrees but feels like it's almost 10 degrees cold? Is it windy? Is there a lot of wind chill? Because I mean, that's a bit... Boo. Well, last night here in well, not Melbourne, back to Smarsh where I live, which is outside of Melbourne, like 40 k's out of Melbourne. It was, I think I got down to 3 degrees last night. So it was like really cold. Car. Oh, that's a bit better being in the car. Like, honestly, like I said, I layered my clothing tonight. So I got like a jumper, a jacket, a scarf, 2 pairs of pants. So after walking for like an hour and a bit, I'm honestly not really that cold. Because it wasn't windy or anything. It was a pretty still night. So luckily, if it was windy and raining, it would have been a lot colder. But because we didn't have those two things, it wasn't too bad. Sydney is 10 degrees, feels like 9. No wind, Apple weather. Well, it is Apple, so it doesn't surprise me. You think you accidentally always click on the battle when you're doing your friends' gifts. What's up, my roof? Yep, and the clouds, and Santa, and planes, and the spy satellites. So my friend, I'll be putting my friend code up tomorrow for you guys. So during raid hour, that's when I usually add people. So you'll be able to get on my friends list tomorrow night for raid hour. It's because, yeah, I got to make sure that I manage my friends list, so I can't add everybody, unfortunately. So when I add you guys for raid hours, it's not always a permanent thing. It hasn't been too bad lately. Since they did the nerf for raid hours, we haven't needed to really go through and make room on my friends list very often. So you guys should be able to stay on my list for at least a short amount of time. Yeah. Oh my god. It's bright. Basically blind myself. Just nah. Hello. You guys can see me. And cold air. That is also up. No, I'll be putting it up tomorrow for you guys. Gonna play X Definite tomorrow. Wait, what? Are we playing the game tomorrow? X Definite. What are you talking about? So, like I said, if anybody wants to do a battle, now is the time. I'm gonna have myself a chewy mint. Chewy mints. I want another chewy mint. There we go. Chewy mints for the win. If you want a battle Pokey Theory, I can chuck my doing. It's because I've been walking for like the last hour, so I apologize for the heavy breathing. It's cold, so my heart rate is up because I've been trying to keep myself warm. So increased heart rate usually means increased breath rate. Give you a mint, please. That's one of the benefits of becoming a member on the channel. Become a member today and I'll send you a mint in the mail. Jimmy got those Kim Kardashian ties. God, I hope not. I mean, Jimmy's got a fat ass. Yeah, so if anybody wants to battle that's not on my friends list, you can scan this code, the QR code, and you can battle. Burning calories. I was burning calories. I mean, I just walked for an hour and I did leg day earlier, so I really could not be bothered doing leg day. I'm like, yeah, okay, I can do squats, that's okay. I can do hip thrusts, that's okay. But then I got to my backwards lunges and I was just like, oh God, kill me now, please. Backwards lunges, I hate them so much. Like forward lunges aren't too bad, but backward lunges are, because I've got like a 12 kilo weight in each hand as well, so I'm carrying like an extra 24 kilos and then I'm doing backwards lunges and I'm just like, I'm dying. I hate it so much. And then everything else is okay. Like then you're doing like RDLs, which I can do the RDLs. They're not too bad. And then the calf raises, they're another thing that's just like you get to like your third set of 20 calf raises and you're just like, oh, my legs, they're gonna die. Hong Kong from your trajectory. Jimmy teaches the ways of your thrust. Well, you get a barbell, you chuck 10, 20, 30, 40. About 50 kilos onto your... Yeah, how much is it? Wait, it's 4. Yeah, about 50 kilos plus the bar, which is like... So you need about 58 kilos worth of weight on your barbell. And you put it on, and then you just thrust. You do 3 sets of 10. No, 3 sets of 12, rather. Wait, 10 or 12? I can't remember. One or the other. I think it's 3 sets of 12. And then, yeah, you just thrust. And you get them strong glutes. Strong hips. You need 2 mobiles. Unfortunately, that may be the way. Oh, Diana, I just saw you posting something on the Discord server. That wouldn't happen to be the picture of your horrible little 8-legged friends, yeah? How dare you? Like I said, I'm gonna have to burn down the Discord server now just to get rid of that. Hey, there we go. Someone sent me Oh, it's Alaska. Okay, I guess we can do a battle. We can do an Ultra League battle. I don't really like Ultra League because I don't have a lot of Pokemon set up for Ultra League. It's like, if you're gonna battle, do it in Great League, guys. It's so much better. Honestly, I can deal with Ultra League. It's Master League that I really don't like, because it's just whoever's got the strongest Pokemon, really. You told me you would. I know you did. And I also told you that I would burn down the server if you did. So, everybody else that's on the server, you have Diana to thank for the server being gone by later tonight. It'll just be a pile of smoldering ashes on the floor. The bats. You're not bat poop crazy. It's called being old and Australian. I think you can be batshit crazy somewhere else. Like, you don't necessarily have to be. Oh, of course, it's bloody Blissey. Bloody Blissey. We're gonna be here for a while, I think. Actually, hang on. I can deal with Blissey. Vaporeon I can also deal with. It's like, I forgot. I have thing with a fighting move, so Blissey's not that. It's gonna be Hydro Cannon, I think, but Aqua Tail. Okay, still gonna be Hydro Cannon. It doesn't get Hydro Cannon. I meant Aqua. Not Aqua Tail. Hydro Pump. That's the one I'm thinking of. Should be able to tank it. It's the Steel type. I really needed this for the thing, though. The thing! You know, the thing. You're laughing because you're in a mischievous mood. No, if I could get the Dazzling Gleam sometime soon. Sorry. Doing the evil laugh. Ha ha ha. Excellent. Hopefully this does a bit of damage. Not as much as I would have wanted, but that's okay. Charm still does a nice bit of damage. Ooh, oh, thank God. I was like, can I get it off the field before my Gardevoir dies? Cyndaquil. This could work. This could work. A Quill, yeah. Over Quill rather, not Cyndaquil. That's what I meant to say. It just had Quill in its name. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, can I get it off the field before? Oh, thank God. I honestly didn't think I was going to win that, given that Blissey was out there. I was like, I just have to get Blissey off the field. GG's. But how dare you use Blissey? You should be ashamed of yourself. Using Blissey in a battle. That was fun. Yeah, nice battle. It's just that Blissey, just like, oh my God, Blissey. Such a tank. Alright. A diamond in the rough. Teach my Pokemon double moves. Some of them have double moves. I don't set up a lot of stuff for Ultra League. Most of my stuff that I've got set up, like I said, it's for for Great League, so a lot of these Pokemon that are set up for Great League do have double moves on them. That has double moves. I'll play that, whatever. I was looking through my Pokemon, but wait, how do you do the un-CP thing again? Yeah, it's easier just scrolling. Trying to remember codes. Yeah, most of my Pokemon that I've got set up for Great League have their double moves. Can you have a gift? I don't know. You did post up a picture on the Discord server that I said that I didn't want. So it's just like, do you really deserve a gift? Like, ask yourself, do you deserve a gift? Yeah, see, double charge. I'm just looking for random Pokemon that a lot of them are double charged. Let's just say that. To look through specifically for ones that I've got set up for. Pretty much anyone that's abbreviated like that will have double charge moves because I've used them in a tournament or something. That one actually doesn't. I did say most of them. Double charge. Double charge. Double charge. Double charge. See? I do it. Just with the Pokemon that are like I'm actually going to use. Double charge. Double charge, and then the Charizard next to it is also double charged. So see, I do it. Yes, you do. Okay, I'll send you a gift now. After I catch this Phantom, just because I still need a good thing. Trevenant. It's the one thing that I was missing from my team for the OCIC sort of thing, having a decent Trevenant. How do I decide what to keep? What, in general or for PvP, Cam? Din served later. No worries, Brenton. Enjoy your dinner, dude. Have a good one. Catch you later. In general, I don't really have a method of what I will keep. I mean, if in general, I usually check the IVs. If it has decent IVs, I'll usually hold on to it for a bit until I get something that's got better IVs. Shinies, I mean, I keep basically all the shinies that I catch. So they're just something that's in my collection. And then PvP Pokemon. So if I check the IVs and I think they're going to be decent for PvP, I'll hold on to it until I check it, at least. Oh my god, seriously, dude, why are you being a pain in the ass? So yeah, there's a couple of different things that I'll think of when I come to keeping Pokemon. I do need to go through and do a big cull of my Pokemon, mainly shinies, because I've got way too many shinies in my storage. I've got over 2,500 shinies in my storage, so it's something that I really need to go through and get rid of. That's terrible, so we'll transfer that. So yeah, at this time, I have 6,174 Pokemon out of 6,300, which is the maximum storage that we've got at the moment. So I've only got, what, a bit under 150, 125, 26 storage slots left. I have 2,505 shinies in my storage. So I definitely need to go through and do a big cull of these. Transfer a whole bunch into Pokemon Home, so I've got stuff to just send to people. They're mainly Comday shinies. So as you can see, we have a butt ton of Axews from last Com Day, and then the ones from the Research Day, and then Finnegan. So I've basically got to go through and just cull a lot of my Com Day shinies out of my collection, because they take up, what, 1/3 of my entire collection that of Pokemon at the moment are just shinies. Then, yeah, basically, things that I will definitely keep are high IV legendaries. So this is a 98% Mewtwo. I have several 98% Mewtwo's, but I also have something like 90 Mewtwo's in my storage. 71. I have 71 Mewtwo's in my storage, so I can probably afford to go through and transfer some of these. I just don't need them. So That's something that I really should do. Yeah, so this is like a 96%. So yeah, these things I definitely keep. 100% legendaries, obviously. Luckies. So these are all like my big hitters at the top. Hundos and anything with high IVs for pseudo legendaries get kept. A lot of hundos, a lot of, yeah, you name it. Hundos. And then, yeah, I basically have teams of just different Pokemon. I try and keep them limited to like 6 of each, but as you saw, I have a lot of Mewtwo's that I go through. All of these Machamps here are basically hundos. These top 6 are all hundos. So they're all definite keepers. But yeah, I got to go through and do a big cull. Am I keeping extra smalls and XLs? Not really. I mean, it depends. If it's got good IVs and it's one that I want to keep, then yes. But I usually don't hold on to them. Once I've got the record, I don't need to hold on to them, sort of thing. Damn, you only have 105 shinies. I've done every single com day, and I mean, these days during com days, I'm averaging 30-ish per com day, sort of thing. So that's an extra 30 shinies like each month. During the 6-hour com days that we had, I was getting 50 to 60 shinies, sort of thing, like in that 6-hour period. So they add up very quickly. That's where, like, I still remember when I only had 4 or 5 shinies, and I was like, damn, when am I going to get, like, everybody else has got so many shinies, I have hardly any, and now I've got 2,500 of the damn things. So that whole yay, I got a shiny feeling that I used to have is that's waned quite a bit. These days I get a shiny during com day. I'm like, yeah, another shiny, great. Okay, let's just continue. We'll keep getting more. It's just that feeling just isn't there anymore because it's just something that happens so often. I mean, it still happens when I get those random shinies that I'm not expecting, and it's one that I want. I'm just like, oh, nice, I got that. But it's like that's very few and far between these days that happens. Can I trade them away? I can to people that are within 100 meters of me. Unfortunately, there's no distance trades in that in Pokemon. I would love to trade them, but the majority of the Com Day shinies most people have because most people do Com Days. So there's not a lot of want for them. So, they just basically sit in my storage. So that's why I've got to get them into Pokemon Home because then I can at least send them to people in the main series games. It's like Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet and stuff like that, and they have more chance. Like people will actually want them in those games, sort of thing. It's just the having to put them into Pokemon Home, which is a pain in the ass, sort of thing. You have 56 Mewtwo's. I'm winning. I've done a lot of Mewtwo raids. I've done over 100 Mewtwo raids, obviously. Mewtwo is like my highest catch rate for any legendary. It does have a higher catch rate than any other legendary. It's a 8% base chance instead of a 2% base chance. But I've done 181 and I've caught 175. So I've only had 6 Mewtwo's run on me, all up. I'm pretty sure one of them was in a raid as well because it'll count one on your scene if you haven't caught it, but you've seen it in the gym or in a raid or something like that and not actually done it. So one of them would be one of them. So essentially, I've had 5 Mewtwo's run on me out of nearly 200 raids. So me and Mewtwo have a bond. We're really close, and pretty much everyone that I encounter, I end up catching. Yeah, you got to be within 100 meters to trade, unfortunately. You don't have enough storage. Yeah. I have my storage is maxed out, so I have plenty of storage. I just don't have storage because I have 70 plus Mewtwo's, 2,000 plus shinies. That's the problem with my storage. The storage is there. I've just used it all on things that I really don't need. Oh yeah, sorry. I was gonna send you a gift. I got distracted answering other people's questions. Leave me alone. Okay. Oh, what a lovely chair. It's a bench. You know, same thing. You plant your ass on it, so it's the same thing. The squirrel is wait, which squirrel? Are you talking about Centret or well, that's Squovet, because Squovet is also a squirrel. You have one, and well, one Mewtwo and one Mew. I have two Mews. I have the shiny and the original. We haven't had a lot of access to Mew though, because it's a mythical. So there's only two that we've had. So I have my original one. That both of them have been from research. The stats on that one aren't actually too bad. That was my original Mew, and then that's the shiny Mew that we got from research as well. Squirtle. Okay. I thought you for a second there. I was like, "Do you have red hair?" And I'm like, "No, my hair is brown. You should know that. You see me quite red." I'm just like, "Oh, I don't think you meant." Okie dokie, guys. Well, oh yeah, you're in the Discord. I'm like, wait. Are you talking about? Are you really a spider? Did you just take a picture of yourself and post that onto the Discord? Shiny Mew is perfect. Yeah, I do like Shiny Mew. I was giving them away like candy in Sword and Shield because one of the guys was cloning them, so he'd just send me like 60 at a time. He'd be like, "Here's 60 shiny Mews, just give them to people." So I was just giving people shiny Mews. I still think I've got like 2 pages worth of them in Pokemon Home. They're just sitting there to give to people. Because I was doing shiny giveaways during my Sword and Shield days when I was hosting Gigantamax Charizard raids. Doing shiny giveaways and Gigantamax raids. You don't have shiny Mewtwo. Really? I have several shiny Mewtwo's now. I think there's like 4 or 5 of them. Yep, 5. This one's my best one. It's 96%. The other ones aren't too bad. Well, as you saw, I've done a lot of Mewtwo raids, nearly 200 Mewtwo raids all up, so I don't have a shiny Shadow one though, because I didn't do any of the Shadow raids for Mewtwo, just because nobody around here was raiding, so I just didn't have the chance to raid them. But yeah, alright guys, it is 7:30, so may as well wrap this one up for the evening. As soon as I click on these little dudes, we'll do a couple more shiny checks if I can. But yeah, like I said, I'll be back tomorrow evening for Nihilego raid. So if you guys are keen on getting yourself a shiny Nihilego, make sure you hit that subscribe and notification button if you haven't already. Best way to get a reminder that when I go live. If you guys haven't, make sure you hit the thumbs up button as well. It does help out the stream and the channel and all that. So, oh my god, would you stop clicking on that and click on the bloody rabbit? The rabbit. That's not a rabbit. Okay, whatever. One more try. Hey, we finally got it. Yeah, hit that thumbs up button. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm, so I appreciate it immensely. Helps other people find the streams, all of that good stuff. So I'm heading home to have dinner for the night. But yeah, thank you guys for everybody that has tuned in tonight. Much appreciated. Peace out. Enjoy your morning, evening, noon, or night. Stay safe. Happy hunting. All of that good stuff. Good luck for your Spotlight Hour if you haven't already. Hopefully you guys will get your shiny. All of that goodness. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow night for some raids. And hopefully we can get some shinies for you guys and all of that stuff. Sorry, Cam, you have a little storage. Would be reasonable to delete anything under 90 unless legendary or mythical. Yeah, I mean, anything that you're going to get like a lot of, you can get rid of. I mean, if you're going to get better ones, like especially stuff that's in com days and stuff like that. But yeah, hold on to anything that's like 90+% until you get better ones, basically. Anything that's under 90%, you can usually get rid of. Sorry that I didn't answer that question beforehand. Yeah, alright, guys. Sweet as. Have a good night. I will catch you guys tomorrow evening. All that good stuff. No worries, Underground. Thank you for the battle. Yeah, sweet. Catch you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye bye.